What is going on, guys? My name is VJZ, and today we are going to take a look at how to script game passes. So, before we get started in scripting the game pass, we're going to create a game pass first. So, you want to go to your game page here. So, right now, this is, my experimental tutorial place, but it should show like this. You got the things here, and if you have multiple games, it'll show up here. But you wanna go and create a click Game Pass. So you wanna click the settings icon. You wanna click Create Game Pass. So this thing right over here, you want to just click on that, and yeah. Once you see this icon here, you wanna give your Game Pass an image. So you wanna choose File, and you want to give your Game Pass a name and a description. Now, I already did this down here. As you can see, I already uploaded one. But all you have to do is you will just click Choose File, and then you want to type something here, and then type something here, and and then you click Preview. But everything else is done, so we don't have to do this. I already created one before the video started. It's called Game Pass for Video. So now you want to find the Game Pass ID, because the Game Pass ID is crucial for the purposes of creating the Game Pass. You want to click Configure your Game Pass. So you should see kind of like this thing here. Right now it's moderating my image, but to find your Game Pass ID, you want to go up into the section what your web browser section. So you want to go up to the web browser section, and you want to copy and paste the ID. It should I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and I'll copy and paste it here. Again, this isn't part of it. Give me a second. Let me copy and paste it in the description, because title. But I'm just gonna copy and paste the web address. So take a look at the description here. You can see that this is the Game Pass thing that would display in the web browser. And obviously you see ID equals 115 and this number. So this is your ID. Again, you can find this link up on the top of your browser. But I'm not going to show my browser for security reasons. But this is the ID here. You want to click copy, and then yeah, now you will have the ID for the Game Pass. So now we are just going to remove this, because that's not going to be a good description. And yeah, I'm gonna meet you there once we get to Roblox Studio. So we're gonna head on over to Roblox Studio. Just give me a second. And all right, welcome to Roblox Studio. Hang on, let me just get this modo out here. But right now, yeah, ignore this thing. It's something. All right, but right now we have this GUI here. It's just in Start GUI. It's just a text button. It says buy to receive a custom sword. Again, it's a button. You want to click on it and you'll buy it. So remember, this is a Game Pass. Therefore, we want the Game Pass to retain, because in the previous video I covered developer products, and those things can purchase multiple times. But a Game Pass cannot be purchased multiple times. A Game Pass can only be purchased once. So before you create your Game Pass, you wanna pick a nice thing that players will like if only brought once. So a sword is a pretty good Game Pass. You wanna buy a sword. So we're just gonna go into the toolbox, and we're gonna search up sword. So just get the basic sword. I believe this one's by Roblox, and gonna put this sword here, classic sword, in the server storage, because that's where the sword will be. All right, now we're just gonna start scripting in Game Pass. So to start scripting in Game Pass, we're first going to go to the screen GUI here, and we're gonna add local script. So just click on local script, and we are going to define marketplace service. So marketplace service is the service that will retrieve the Game Pass from the website. So we want to get the service, and we want to do local product ID, and that will be equal to this number right here. All right, and now we have to connect this to make sure that it prompts at the right time. Now what I mean is, each time you want to click that button, just like in my last video, a Game Pass icon will prompt. So you want to make sure when you click the button, it will come up. So you want to do script.parent, which is the screen GUI, parent.text button, .activated, connect function. So when the button is clicked, we want to do marketplace service, prompt Game Pass purchase. So you want to see the Game Pass purchase right here. You want to do that, and I believe the positions are game.player, nope, game.players, .local player, and product ID. So that is all for the local script. All that does is when you click that button, marketplace prompt Game Pass purchase will come up. And just to make sure that it is working, it is always good to test before we go too deep into our scripting, because sometimes when we test, things happen, we must fix it. So let's see if it works or not. And I already own this item, so obviously when I create the Game Pass, I will own the item. But if you don't own the item, it will say, do you want to buy blah 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 Game Pass for 15 Robux, but I already own it. So but this does work because this core GUI thing does pop up. So let's not worry about the local script. So that is going to be issue here, but we can resolve this quickly. But so that is all for the local script. Now we are going to go to server script service, and we're going to add a script. So this script, we're going to do the same thing: local marketplace service equals game get service marketplace service. All right, and then we are going to do local product ID equals this, and now we are actually going to do something different here, because Game Pass requires you to save your data. So we want to also get the data store service. So if you don't know a data store service, I have created a video on that. You should go check it out. I'll link it on the top right corner. But data store service will be game get service, data store service. So you want not that, you want data store service and the marketplace service, because if you remember from my last video, the dev products don't need the data store service because we do not need to save that. So now that we get that, we will have to create a new game data store. So we're going to call that Sword Game Pass Data Store. We're going to do data store service, get data store, and you want to rename it to this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this right over here. All right. And so you pretty much got everything set up here. Now we are going to take a look at what happens when you actually purchase, because if we remember from last time, there is a special thing associated with the dev products. Each time you have a function here, you got to connect a function to a thing called like process receipt, because that's what happens when you click that buy button. Is it sends a request to Roblox's servers, and it will process the receipt. So we are exactly going to do that. If you don't know this, I suggest you to go to object browser. You want to go over here and search for marketplace service. So let's see if we can find marketplace service. Marketplace service right here. All right. And these are all the things for marketplace service. So the thing we need is prompt Game Pass purchase. So it takes parameters of a player and 64-bit integer Game Pass ID, which we defined previously. So we're exactly going to do that. We're going to go to marketplace service, not prompt Game Pass first. What am I doing? What is this prompt third party? I think we are going to do maybe prompt Game Pass purchase. Yeah, prompt Game Pass purchase finish, because when you're done with the Game Pass, the prompt Game Pass purchase is for our local script, which is in our Star GUI thing. So that is not right. We are going to do an event here called prompt Game Pass for finished. Okay, so prompt Game Pass purchase finish, connect function, and let's see what parameters it takes. It takes a player, Game Pass ID, and was purchased. All right. Just gonna search. Let me just do this. So we're gonna do. Oh, not that. We're gonna do player as always because it's a remote event. Player and what was that? Product ID. Okay, product ID, and I believe this bullying here is covered by Roblox themselves, but might be wrong, so we're gonna take a look at that. But this is basically how you should set this up, and the product ID will be this ID here. So when you click that little button there, you want to you want to see if the Game Pass is purchased. So we are going to start scripting the Game Pass, and yeah, let's begin. All right, just a quick update here. There is a change to this. We do not need data store service or the Swords Game Pass data store because Roblox has a built-in data store themselves. It is this one right here, which is, let me see where it is. Oh, user owns Game Pass async. So this function takes care of that. So again, no data store, no none of that. But and another thing we are going to, I checked my sources and this says this boolean here, where is this boolean? Prompt pad. Okay, so this boolean was purchased is required, so we are going to do boolean was has Game Pass. So has Game Pass, and yeah, so these are all the things required for you to start your Game Pass here. So now we're gonna start scripting, and yeah, just a quick note, make sure no confusion here. All right, guys, so we are going to start our scripting here. So first things first, we are going to take a look at these two parameters here. So we have product ID and has Game Pass. We gotta make sure that they have Game Pass first. So we're going to do if product ID. Hang on, give me a second. We gotta change this because we also have another variable called product ID. So these two variables are different. So if capital product ID equals lowercase product ID or 115, but we're just gonna do lowercase product ID, and has Game Pass, which is this parameter here, has Game Pass equals true, or we can just do equals true because shorthand. Then we're gonna give the player the Game Pass. So how to do that? We are going to first assign the data store to the player. So we're gonna do a protected call function, most likely because sometimes Roblox data store breaks and we need to do this. But so here's how this works. You want to define two variables. You want to define the positive variable and the negative variable. Pcall is returning a boolean, but this way is better. Or you can just define one variable, but I like to do two because you can clearly see if it is success or if it failed. So I want to do two variables, and you want to do pcall or protected call, and then you want to do function with no parameters, and then you want to do the function. So I believe if you do this, you want to do marketplace service and user owns Game Pass async. You want to do player.user ID and the product ID. So lowercase product ID. We gotta change this. This isn't good because we're gonna get some viewers confused. So we will rename this to Game Pass product ID. Again, Game Pass product ID. This is the parameter, and the actual product ID is the thing. It's just a number. So yeah. So this is the actual product ID up here, and yeah, we're just basically going to set the marketplace service and the actual product ID. So we are going to do that. All right, my bad, guys. Sorry, but we do not actually do this yet. We want to do this this thing in a later thing, but so we're just gonna uh take this out and we're gonna just chuck it in here, and we're gonna add something later on here. So we're just gonna do this, and then we're just gonna leave that there, and yeah. But once we are gonna deal with this first. So back with this, we are going to take a look at whenever you purchase the Game Pass, you wanna give the sword to them. So you wanna give the classic sword to the player. So to do that, you wanna do local sword equals game dot server storage dot classic sword. You want to clone the sword. Actually, you can just clone it here. So you want to do clone because you don't want to. You want to clone the sword because if there's 8 people buying it, you want to clone it 8 times and give it to the players. So you want to do that, and then you want to do sword dot parent equals player dot backpack. And there we go. That is all you need for this little event here. Don't worry about this. This is for something else. I'll show you that very later. But that is all you do to give the sword to the player. Now, since it's a game pass, it should save over game. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to create this here called game.players.player added connect function player. And so you can kind of see what I'm doing if you know what this event is. So each time when the player joins, since they already bought the Game Pass, we should automatically give the sword to them. So yeah, so that is what this line of code is. It's saying that, okay, when the player joins, just immediately give the sword to them. But here's the deal. This event doesn't consider if the player actually has the Game Pass or not. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We'll have to define a variable here called has pass, so or has Game Pass, and we'll assume they don't have a Game Pass because they didn't buy it. So we are going to do the protected call, and we're going to do has pass equals this here. So this will return a Boolean value. Again, it'll return true or false. So if it returns false, that means player does not have Game Pass and they can continue. But if it returns true, we want to give them the Game Pass. So we will do if has pass, and I believe if has pass equals the product ID here. So equals product ID because there is multiple Game Passes. You wouldn't know which one it is, but if has pass equals product ID, then we want to do this thing here. So we want to just copy and paste. And yeah, that remember this thing just clones the sword and gives it to the player. So again, this 2 lines of code gives the sword, and that is pretty much it. But remember, earlier I told you about the protected call and its nuances, which is it can take 2 variables. So if it's success, nothing will happen. But what happens if it fails? So if we do if fail, then we can do a warning, say Roblox or unable to fetch Game Pass data for player, and then we can do player dot name. So if this fails, it will say, oh, if Roblox is down or something, it will say unable to fetch Game Pass data for player, VJZ Corp or something. So that is basically it. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, let me just put this back here and here. There we go. That is pretty much the Game Pass script. And again, this is only if has pass. Give me a second. Has pass equals true, and so if has pass is false, okay, but when we do has pass equals true, then we want to give the sword to the parent. And I believe one more thing is that if has pass equals true. Okay, so we want to you know, tell them that this sword has been given to them. So we can also do like, we can do prompt GUI, the sword has been given. Some you can do some, GUI script here, but you want to just tell them that you own the Game Pass, and I believe that is it for the video. So this is how you're gonna create a Game Pass. As you can see, a little bit more complicated because you wanna save the Game Pass over time, but not that different from the developer product. Uh, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Peace out. By the way, before I leave, there is a new video coming out soon. It's on a trailer that VGC Corporation has been working for the past year now. So keep out for that video, and it should be on the end card. So it should be on the center of your screen right now. So yeah, click on that video and play our game. So if you enjoy this video, again, please leave a like, subscribe, go watch that video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.